Hello, this is TelecomTV. We are at the Great Telco Debate 2019 in the City of London, and I'm talking with Martin Taylor, the CTO of Metaswitch Networks. Martin, thanks for talking to us again. Let's talk about cloud native, Martin. Do you think it's a must-do or would be nice to do for CSPs as the transition towards becoming a digital service provider accelerates?
We certainly see an important range of benefits coming out of doing things in a properly cloud-native way. And I think the grand prize, if you like, is the ability to be able to respond very rapidly to customer requirements, and to be able to take a small-scale proof of concept that attracts some interest and turn it into something that you bring to production in a matter of weeks or months as opposed to years. And agility is probably the biggest single benefit that you get from building networks in a truly cloud-native way. So, you can of course survive without doing that sort of thing. Lots of network operators probably never really get there, but the ones who are wanting to really make good progress here against in this DSP landscape, I think, well advised to pay close attention to the cloud-native thing.
Thank you. Do you think CSPs regard the hyperscalers as competitors or potential future business partners?
Oh, both, for sure. We've seen some interesting announcements recently, and actually this is stuff that we've been kind of expecting to happen. That particularly when you look at the edge. The edge is an environment where we want third-party developers to come and deploy applications. The edge is something that is kind of inherently part of the CSP's network. Yeah. For the CSPs to try and build a platform that's going to attract developers, that's a really tough thing to do, and a lot of them have already kind of pulled out of that, if you like. So the only logical thing to do, I think, is for the CSPs to partner with the hyperscalers to provide that edge platform, and that should be a marriage made in heaven. You've got the platform as a service capabilities that the hyperscalers bring that will attract the developers, and the uniformity across with a global footprint. But you've got the co-location with telco facilities, which gives you that low latency for the edge computing. But of course, in other regards, they're going to compete. The CSPs are offering services like unified communications as a service, often using software from vendors like ourselves. And at the same time, the hyperscalers have got their own unified communication services. So it's a co-opetition kind of a play.
How do you think CSP vendor business models need to adapt to accelerate telco transformation?
I think the whole procurement process is not really fit for purpose as we move into a more cloud-native world. I think the procurement process that we have today, by and large, originated around the purchase of a box, which had to conform to a fairly rigid set of requirements and standards and so on. And it's possible to write an RFP and get lowest priced conforming bids, if you like, for that thing. But I think when you're talking about software, it's just too kind of squishy, if I may use that term. You absolutely do not necessarily. You may have a set of initial requirements, but the whole point is that that those requirements are going to evolve. And so, what you're really looking for is not kind of snapshot, I need a solution that looks like this and it's going to keep me going for the next 5 years. It's more, I need a partnership with a vendor that's going to grow with me, if you like, and respond with me as these new requirements crop up, so that they can be delivered quickly and effectively. And you can't learn that through an RFP process. You only learn that by bringing the vendor into your labs and having them build stuff and working together, if you like, on these kinds of solutions.
Good stuff. Martin Taylor, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.